I don't know. I think you might have the best chin in all the boxing. You fought a whole bunch of big hitters. Is Matisse still the heaviest hitter you ever fought, though?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely the hardest hitter.
More than Spence and more than Thurman.
Thurman will be second.
More than Spence.
Yeah, Thurman. Spence is not like a one-punch knockout fighter. He's the type of fighter he'll break you down with consistency and then knock you out. I think that's why he knocked his opponents out so ugly. Kind of like what he did to Ugas. He broke him down, but didn't knock him out, but stopped him. That's the type of fighter Spence is.
Danny, talking about that, we know there'd be a lot of obstacles making big fights with Spence and Crawford. Say that Spence turned his attention to Thurman. Who would you pull for in that one?
Spence and Thurman?
Yeah.
Right now? I go with Spence.
Crawford doesn't get mad.
Right now, I'll go with Spence.
Why?
I just feel like he's better at this point in his career. But if we talking 2017, I might go with Thurman. Because that Thurman was... He still shows flashes of greatness, but like in his last fight, he looked good. He did good for a long layoff. But I think Spence right now is just on a different level than him, like mentally.
Hey Danny, just in your view, I know it's kind of hard to not be biased because I know you guys are really close. But do you think a guy like Boots is ready for Spence and Crawford right now?
I think he's ready for. Yeah, he's ready for everyone.
Would you favor him in those matchups, or is it kind of like 50-50 with those guys?
Man, that kid's young and hungry, man. I wouldn't pick against him against nobody right now.
Does he kind of remind you of yourself, man?
Definitely got that Philly mentality, got his dad behind him, and he's just young, he's hungry, he's a hard-working kid too. Like, put that work in, he believes in himself. So it's hard to go against somebody like that.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but your boy Chris was just going back and forth with Gary Russell.
Danny. Got a lot to say, man. Doing a whole lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of talking. You were quiet for almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You've been quiet. You know what I'm saying? Now that you got a fight with Jose Benavdez coming up, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing a lot of eating off of Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing a whole lot of eating off Errol Spence Jr. back. Every time, you know what I'm saying, they ask you about Errol Spence Jr. So, you know, the reporter asked, you know what I'm saying, to describe, you know, Errol Spence Jr. power, you know what I'm saying. Well, he asked Danny, you know, he said, who hit the hardest? And he said, Matisse, you know what I'm saying, hits hard. Then he said, Danny said, Keith Thurman the second. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't go so far as to say Errol Spence Jr. was third. People tend to stop short of giving EJ the accolades of power. You know what I'm saying? They want to say he's just real big, you know, like they'll say he's like a middleweight packed into 147 body. You know what I'm saying? But they won't give him, you know, any boxing IQ skills or anything like that. They may, you know, he did say that, you know, EJ knew when and where to throw the jab. You know what I'm saying? His eye, Danny eye could have told you that. Because, you know, the eye collector, the whole symptoms started showing up, you know. The eye collector was about to collect that eye. And, you know, Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying, he knew it. You know what I'm saying? He was like that jab. You know, that's all Danny Garcia could talk about. But they asked him about, you know what I'm saying, who hit the hardest. And Keith Thurman always pops up there. But Danny says that EJ is the type of fighter that, you know what I'm saying, he don't have one punch knockout power. He's a fighter that breaks you down. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, like the Ugas fight was so ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Spence just going to keep pounding on you. And, you know, he broke Ugas' orbital bone, right? He broke his ribs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why the fights get ugly, right? He says, you know, that's how Spence beats you. You know, he breaks you down. But correct me if I'm wrong, Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Didn't Spence beat you 12 rounds to 0? You know what I'm saying? So you know, there's like 3 minutes, y'all. There's there's 3 minutes in every round. You know what I'm saying? You mean tell me you couldn't win none of the damn round? You mean tell me that you couldn't get 1 round? You know what I'm saying? To pull out. You know what I'm saying? From somebody with no knockout power, not one punch knockout power. You couldn't rally up enough to win, because Danny, I guess he think he has 1 punch knockout power. So he knocked out Amir Khan. He knocked out a few fighters. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't help you win against Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Matisse, he had knockout power. You know what I'm saying? He hit you the hardest, but he lost to you, right? So what good is having 1 punch knockout power when the person who has the breakdown style is better than you? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. These reporters, they're asking, the wrong questions. They're asking questions that can be misconstrued, can be led, in a fashion to, throw a little shade on different fighters, right? So, the big thing on Errol is he don't have 1 punch knockout power. I disagree. You know what I'm saying? I think Spence do have 1 punch knockout power. I just think that Spence never, he didn't take his career seriously and he slacked off, but now he's back on, and I think we're going to start seeing some knockouts, some 1 punch knockouts. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he gets himself, acclimated, in his strength and conditioning. I always believed that. But it still remains to be seen, but he still, beat Danny Garcia all 12 rounds, right? So, it just is what it is, man. So, he gives a lot of praise to Keith Thurman. He said he would have picked Keith Thurman back in 2017, to beat Spence, right? We all know what happened, to 2017, 2018 Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman back in 2017, he saw Spence coming, and he was making his, he opened the back door so he can escape. Spence put Thurman into early retirement. The man who hit the hardest. He hit harder than Errol Spence Jr., but he escaped out the back door. And we didn't see the man for 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Keith Thurman didn't even want to show up to the damn, to the press tournaments, because EJ was always there on his ass, at every PBC, event. Here come Errol Spence Jr., when we gonna fight? So Danny Garcia seen all that, but he still can't quite. He gives Spence his credit, but you could see him holding back. He don't want to really give him that, that man. He don't want to say, yes, Spence the man, but he did say that EJ will probably beat Thurman right now at this point in his career. Well, you can't go back in the past, bro. You know what I'm saying? Danny know that. You can't go back in the past. He said that Spence is, probably in a better mental space than Keith Thurman right now. But shit, even in 2017, Errol Spence Jr. was in a better mental space than Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, he was trying to go out into the mountains and play the flute. He needed peace, because that nigga was scared. That nigga fucked up. His nerves were destroyed. He had to go up there to the mountains and find peace and enlightenment, because when you have somebody to terrify you, and you just drop both your damn belts, you just let your fuck it. You say, look, he's like, y'all keep them belts. Keep them belts, because this dude ain't finna take my eye. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all had this boxing shit. This kid is for real. And he knew what it was. Now Danny know what it is. It took him 2 years, to fight Jose Benavdez. So really, you need to give more credit to Errol Spence Jr. because he's helped promoting your fight. people that seem like they don't really want to know too much about the fight that you're fighting. They want to know about the fight with Errol Spence Jr. And now that you're talking about it, you're acting like you had all kind of different problems, anxiety. You know what I'm saying? You was exhausted. You know, you got PSTD. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're saying you got hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? You got bit by a dog. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. was just better than you. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to give him his credit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see you running in there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know what I'm saying? Press Spence until like 5 minutes. It was like maybe 30 seconds left in the fight. Then you let it fly. You know what I'm saying? We saw that. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, we saw that. You were different. You were different in them last 20 seconds. You didn't want to give him a chance to come back at you. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though, Danny. You know what I'm saying? You're still a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? But nobody really cares about Jose Benavdez and you because it don't move boxing forward. Now, I'm going to watch the fight because I want to see how you do at 154. You know what I'm saying? But just remember, you know what I'm saying? You can have knockout power, bro. But if you ain't better than the dude, your opponent, then that one-punch knockout power ain't going to do you no good. All right? This has been Full Count Boxing. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. And I am out. Peace, y'all.